Hey, protect yourself on the web today at nordvpn.com/poptrigger or use the code POPTRIGGER to save 77%. Remember back when Rudy Giuliani called out Stormy Daniels and he said that he didn't like porn stars, didn't respect them? And then later they traced his IP address and they found out that he had watched a whole bunch of porn, exposing the hypocrisy of Rudolph Giuliani? Well, he should be able to watch all the porn he wants, and I should have the freedom not to know about it. So Rudy should have used a VPN to protect himself from that kind of hacking stuff. So you should use a VPN too, like NordVPN. It is the only VPN to get a perfect score from PC Mag with thousands of servers all over the world. Don't make the same mistake as Rudy. Head over to nordvpn.com/poptrigger or use the code POPTRIGGER to save 77%. Families belong together. The rally went down all over the country, really. I know some people who went to the Los Angeles version of this gathering, and it is essentially to protest and raise awareness about what's happening right now in the whole Trump immigration issue. Recently, a judge ruled that the families that were separated need to come back together, and there's a certain amount of time before which that needs to happen. But I mean, these rallies were very impressive. All kinds of people. Anybody that was at these rallies that really stuck out in your guys' head?
I feel like everyone was there.
Yeah, the LA one, everyone and their mom was there, which was amazing. I love seeing stars. When it comes to kids and families, that's one thing that people will always come to bat for, you know. And when you talk to people about what's going on, this whole predicament, people can. Some people don't understand, like, well, I don't understand, like, so I heard that these kids are in like, you know, summer camps and they're fine and they're okay. And I'm just like, what Fox News show are you watching that's lying to you about what's happening?
Laura Ingraham would be the answer to that specific question. She said that these setups are like, they're not unlike summer camps. Some people said they have thermal blankets. Have you ever tried to sleep in a thermal blanket? It is essentially like tinfoil and it goes. Also, you know what would be better than that? Blankets. You know what would be better than that? Being with your family still.
Right.
Again, I think one of the best points that I saw was from Stephen Colbert, which said no one on the right side of history ever had to argue what was or wasn't a cage.
Right. Someone saying that it's not a cage they're in because
right. It's an enclosure. It's like, okay, it's a crate. I'm like, okay, that's not right.
Another quote I saw online was a woman who says, "Yeah, I talked to some people down there, and they said that those camps are better than the projects they were living in."
Yeah. So just to bring it back, like the reason that Trump decided he wanted to separate these families, which is something that he argued the Democrats could stop at any moment, that is utterly false. He basically started a new protocol to separate families, and over time he said things like, we want to deter these families from coming from their like violence and gang ravaged countries of origin to America. The only way, and so their argument is to make it as inhumane as possible. They would have to add gang violence to these enclosures in order to fully deter these folks. So they are gonna keep coming against whatever deterrence you put until you make it extremely inhumane. What's frustrating is like, why are we making it inhumane? This is the country that I know it's not in our constitution to give us your tires, your poor, your huddled masses, but like I think everybody kind of signed on to that over time.
My question is, do you think having celebrities add their voice to this, do you think that this helps educate people? Because that's what I sort of wonder. We saw a lot of the reporting was, oh, Chrissy Teigen was here, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and that's all good and well. And I think it's great that they're lending their voices and their platform. But I do wonder, people that are still ignorant to what is happening, and maybe they are they're being faced with a lot of misinformation about what is going on. Does this help them educate themselves?
A little. That's a great question, Grace, because I thought the same thing, as a matter of fact, because you know we have these protests, we have these marches, and you think, okay, what good are they doing if the event is still happening? And also, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink. Let's say Chrissy Teigen, who a lot of people don't like. If you're not a fan of her, you're not really going to tune into what she has to say.
Well, what exactly did she have to say? We have a clip of her speaking, so let's take a look.
America at its best is big, beautiful, and diverse, like our great city of Los Angeles. It's not small, it's not petty, and not exclusive like Mar-a-Lago.
Ultra exclusive, tremendous exclusivity.
Can you imagine this city without the contributions of immigrants? How bland, flavorless LA would be, how boring. Too many people demonize immigrants like they're stealing something from the people born here. Immigrants don't come here to take from us, they add to what makes America special.
I mean, I don't think you can really argue against those moments. So when you talk about whether the celebrity adds or takes away, the celebrity who says something reasonable adds. Celebrities, of course, who say something inane and ridiculous, like Madonna has, Johnny Depp has, like threats of violence, that takes away. But this didn't.